So this is the Mod Couple. First off, I'd like to say we're glad to be back in the ponies, and second off, this is an interesting way to start off a slice of life episode. And I believe I can get through this one easily, despite the fact that that this was right before I went to the airport and I couldn't do like a quick little summary of the video. I mean, I could easily do that with Stardust, but I'll show you guys the review once I get that uploaded. But with that in mind, the Mod Couple. It starts off with Mod doing some stand-up, and then it turns out the next day something's happened to her. She's gone, she's vanished, and Pinky looks here, there, and everywhere to find her, but to no luck. However, she does run across a new character that almost acts, talks, and feels the same way as Maud. So, yeah. She winds up meeting sort of the male version of Maud. Except the difference here is the stallion, Mudbriar, or Brayer, or pronunciations. No one can get used to it. That Mudbriar is a fan of sticks. Maud is rocks. And both of them have practically met each other and have just been too friendly couple. This, of course, gets Pinky jealous, as she thinks that, obviously, since she now has a boyfriend to be with, that Maud doesn't want to be around Pinky anymore, or at least tries to let the truth out, and it goes into a tingency until realizing, well, maybe, just maybe, she needs to learn that there are some things that she likes about what Pinky does, but what she doesn't want to tell her. Which is kind of on the point when you think about it. There are many things that people have minor gripes over, and it's not far from the truth. But in the end, the surprise party that happens, of course, doesn't go well, or at least doesn't happen with Maud in front of people, and it just turns out to be a cardboard dummy. As, of course, Maud, Mudbriar, and Pinky just sit out and enjoy the view of the party. A simple episode. I mean, if I were at BabsCon and saw it, which, note to self, see if I can attend BabsCon next year. If possible, I'd like to see about, like, this one could be simply one I'd see at BabsCon and just considered okay. I mean, it could be like one of the initial opinions I do at the conventions. I just do an introduction, watch the episode, then that later, and then quick reaction, that's it. Like, this was probably one of those episodes right there. But what do we have in store for this one? It's simple. Build some sort of canon, though they got too many cooks and they got too many chefs in the kitchen with the show now. I mean, how many writers do you have? Like 10 or so? Well, I'll have to look that up. At best, Mod Couple, which I also should mention, the title's a reference to a film, and I believe, a TV series, but I mostly know the film called The Odd Couple. And although it's been too long since I last saw it, the other time that I saw it, I found it absolutely hilarious, and I do recommend checking it out if you have the chance. But with that in mind, the big question is, would I rewatch this episode? Well, not on time to time, or when I'm bored and I flip through the channel and see this on. Probably not, but if I'm planning to rewatch at least, let's say, Season 4 to this current season, because, well, I kind of sort of want to... I mean, if many of you remember, about 4 years ago, I did a little review on the first 3 seasons of Friendship is Magic. Mostly because, well, I didn't do reviews of those, and I decided, okay, let's drive through this, and I give my opinion on them. We're nearly heating this room up and nearly blowing me out of it to sit outside. But if I'm planning to marathon the show in the future, maybe even just start at Season 4 and get new reviews out for there, just double opinions, I definitely have to say this probably would be there in the marathon. Doesn't even matter that it's not part of the structure, or I didn't like the episode in general. Far from it. It's like half and half, if you will. So, yeah. Initially, half and half. If there are people that like the episode or hate it, that is fine, and I can hopefully see and agree with your opinion on it. And so, with that in mind, I guess that'll about do it for this week's episode. I look forward to next week for Fake It Till You Make It. That ought to be a treat. But anyways, if you're watching this at BabsCon, have a safe and wonderful convention. See you guys next week for many things. I shall hopefully get the Pacific Rim Uprising video out sometime soon. I mean, like I said, I've been unpacking from my vacation. But anyways, with that in mind, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the very near future. Take care.